So we finally got to see the balloons. Welcome back to the channel, and today Jurassic World Evolution 3 got two new interesting videos with some news for the game, that being the species revealed for the Patagotitan and a video showing off the new balloon tour ride. So I thought I would do a sort of combined video looking at them both. And I definitely think the more interesting of the two is the balloon tour ride. I think this is really good that we are getting to see a new attraction finally come to the game. It's nice to see Jurassic World Evolution finally match the standards of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, a game from 20 years ago. That being said, it is nice to finally have it. I have to say, I think the actual building looks really cool, and we can see from a very early shot that we have both a Jurassic World and a Jurassic Park style of balloon tour, and I think overall the tour looks really good. I like the design of the balloon. I think it's simple, but it works, and it's basically going to work in exactly the same way as the balloon tour did in JPOG. You just set up a tour ride route for the balloon to take, and as long as it's a loop, it functions perfectly fine, and then people will come and take the ride. I think having an aerial tour is going to really improve our capability to show off the island and show off our parks, and it's about time we had something like this. I think it's definitely a very obvious sort of attraction that they could have done, and like I say, now we finally have all of the attractions that Jurassic Park Operation Genesis had, so, you know, it's nice that we finally have gotten back to that level. I have to say, I think I prefer the Jurassic Park style of balloon to the Jurassic World one. I'm not sure why, I think the Jurassic World one is a bit too just blue. I think the Jurassic Park one looks a lot better with the very contrasting colours. But yeah, it's nice to see that we're getting something new attraction wise coming to the game. This footage was displayed on the game's radar website in just a quick little story that they put out on the website because they were given the footage. So you can go and read what's there, but there's not much to be gained from reading what's there. It just basically tells you everything that you can see in this video. So that's the balloon tour. Then we also got the Dinosaur Showcase video for the Patagotitan. Now obviously we've seen the Patagotitan quite a bit in recent Jurassic World Evolution 3 footage, but this is just its species reveal guide. And really the key thing to take away from this particular video is that we get to see a few different social animations, the baby and adult doing their little head bump thing, a few idle animations while they're resting, and we get to see some of the colour patterns and skins that we're going to have available. I have to say, I think the Patagotitan looks really cool. It puts me in mind of the Alamosaurus with, you know, those very prominent spines at the back of the head. And the actual Dinosaur Showcase makes it very clear that these animals are going to take a very long time to reproduce and to breed, but they're going to live for quite a long period of time in our parks. You know, kind of standard stuff. Honestly, there really isn't that much interesting to note about this Dinosaur Showcase. I mean, like I say, we've already seen the Patagotitan quite a bit, and we don't really see anything new in the background, but it's a nice enough sauropod. I just really hope that we're not losing some very interesting lagoon species so we can have Patagotitan. Again, every time I see a new species coming to the game, it makes me wonder, okay, so what are we losing from the current roster? If we have Alamo in this guy, I would be surprised. I think definitely Alamo is probably going to be out of the game and we're going to have this guy instead. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose Amaga and Niger as well, but you know, it's a decent new species. I just don't think we need another big sauropod, but that's my personal opinion. There really wasn't anything that I could spot that was dramatically new in the balloon tour ride. There was one thing I did want to point out in the back of the balloon tour ride, and that is in one of the overview shots, there appears to be a sort of Japanese style building in the middle of a lake with what looks like a bridge leading to it. Obviously, because it's at a distance, it's very difficult to know for sure what's going on there. We don't really have any information about modular building in terms of bridges and whether guests can even use stuff like that. So until we do actually get some definitive answers, I'm not going to say that this proves anything, but it is interesting to note that there does appear to be a very definite path route from that building across the lake. That's all I'm going to say. It's very interesting that that is there. But apart from that, there's not much else to say. These were two very quick videos that revealed revealed an interesting thing and something we already knew about. And yeah, what do you guys think? What did you guys think of the balloon tour? I'm curious to hear your thoughts, especially if you didn't play Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Like, what do you think of the balloon tour? Because I used to use them all the time. Anyway, that's all from me. I'll see you next time. Stay safe and goodbye.